morning. Welcome to Yoga in the Yard with Michelle. Happy to have you here with me today. Today we've got our mat. We have an optional block and we're ready to go. We're going to start standing up today. Standing mountain pose. Feet grounded down underneath us, slightly soften our knees. Bracing through the core, navel into the spine. Open up the heart. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Close your eyes if you would like to. Breathing deeply in and out through our nasal passages. Feeling the length of the spine rise all the way up through the crown of our head, the top of our head, up to the sky. That breath entering in, warmed up, going into our lungs, expanding our rib cage. In all directions, opening up through our breathing, our bellies. Breathing that good. Exhale, return to center. Clearing our minds. And if you're outside like me, enjoying this fresh air, take a couple more deep breaths in and out. With our next inhale, let's open our eyes and sweep the arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Bring those palms together and exhale into chair, sitting back, hips behind heels, knees behind toes. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale into chair. Go ahead and drop all the way down. Forward fold, bending those knees. Allowing the upper body just to fold forward. Maybe we would like to sway side to side. Arms, shoulders, torso. Maybe shake out the shoulders. Definitely encouraged to move through the neck. Forward and back and side to side. Loosening up in our neck. Adding a block underneath us is always a great option for extra stability. Sometimes we need that. Maybe the hands are cupped around the elbows. Maybe they're just dangling to the floor. Again, check those knees. Good softness. And let's come back to the center in our stillness. Inhale into a half lift, into that number 7. With the profile of our body, pulling the shoulders up and back into our pockets, drawing the navel up, long in that torso, parallel to the floor, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale into half lift. Exhale, forward fold, and one more inhale into that half lift. Exhale down into forward fold. Let those hands come down to the ground and step back into our first downward facing dog. We're going to lift the hips up to the sky and paddle those feet, walking our dog, alternating the heels up and down as we start to find length in the upper body from our tailbone, down the spine past the shoulders, into our fingertips as much as we can. Safety on our mats. Sometimes it depends on how sticky our mat is with our hands or our fingers. But feel those shoulder blades pressing up into our back pockets again to find that length in the spine and the neck. Maybe start to push both of those heels down toward the floor. Maybe bend the knees into a crouch. Lift up the tailbone to the sky. Keep that spine nice and long. Just bend the knees, hover them over the mat for a moment, and then push the hips back up to the sky. A couple more times. Crouch. Lift. And crouch. And lift. This time, let's come all the way down onto our mat, onto our knees. Take those those knees out wide to allow ourselves more room for our belly to go in between those knees. Let ourselves settle down into our mat in a child's pose. And of course, those options with hands up above the head, maybe underneath the head, maybe up in prayer behind the head, or down by the ankles. Letting our upper body just fold forward and being comfortable, relaxing, melting down in that upper body as we breathe, opening up across the shoulders. Big belly breathing, couple more, deep in and out. Let's bring ourselves up into a tabletop position. Bring those knees underneath our hip bones and those hands, spread them out wide or on our fists. Long in those arms. Feel the separation of the shoulders and then inhale into a cow pose. Drop that belly button down to the tailbone, the heart, and the crown of the head up to the sky, still lengthening the arms. And then exhaling opposite direction for cat. Let the tailbone and the head dip down. Separation of that lumbar spine as the shoulder blades separate and arc up. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Continuing on with the pace of your own breathing. Envisioning and feeling those vertebrae moving in those directions. Helping our bodies to warm up to find greater flexibility. One more in each direction wherever you are. Ending back in that tabletop position when we're done. We're going to start with that front leg right here and take it out to the side. Have that foot be parallel to your mat. Draw the navel in, long in that spine as we move ourselves forward and back, just opening up through this hip joint. Maybe add a little bit of adjustment in the angle that you move to get the openness that you need for that hip. Stay in any position a little bit longer as you need. We all have different needs for our bodies. Let's honor what's happening with our bodies. No judgment or expectations. Be present in the moment with your practice. Find that breath as we move. And one more in each direction. Coming back up into our tabletop. Let's bring our knees back in. That regular tabletop position. Adjust anything that you need to. And then that back foot is going to go out to the side. And same thing here. Plant that foot down parallel to the long end of your mat. Starting to move when you are ready with the breath. Bracing the core. Moving through the hip. Making those micro adjustments that you need. Maybe slightly diagonal. Maybe hold it. Finding that length still from the crown of the head down to our tailbone. Strong in those arms. One more in each direction. And then we'll bring ourselves up to that tabletop and settle back down into your child's pose. Feel free to take the knees out wide once again. Let the belly drop down and arms wherever you would like them to be. Press through the fingertips, lengthen out the arms, lift the elbows up, push the hips down toward the heels, lengthen that upper body, shoulders especially. Exhale to release, melting everything back down to the floor. Inhale, another press, lifting those elbows up, reaching those hips back to the heels, lengthening. And exhale, release. One more, find that length. Inhale, breathe. Let's bring those knees back in so they're hip bone width apart. Push ourselves back down toward those heels. And then with our next inhale, pull the navel up to the spine. Inhale, kneeling plank. Long from the knees to the crown of the head, bracing the core. Keeping the elbows by our side as much as possible and our shoulder blades into our back pockets. Exhale, lower down. Hover. Drop all the way down and use those back muscles. Lift the heart to the front of the room. Let the neck come out of our shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze those elbows in. Pull the navel up. Shoulder blades into our back pockets. Press up into that kneeling plank. Shift back. Child's pose. Let's do that several times here. Inhale, kneeling plank. Warming up that upper body. Exhale, lower down. Hover. Drop down, baby cobra. Feel those back extension muscles lifting. However high. Exhale, lower down. The elbows in, try to keep those toes on the floor, pressing on up and shifting back child's pose. One, inhale. Exhale, lower down, hover. Drop down, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Navel in. And then down. Inhale. Exhale. And the last one. Find that core strength. Use the breath to move through the poses, ending in child's pose when we're done. Let's bring ourselves up into that tabletop position. We're going to plant the back hand down onto the floor. Inhale, sweep the front arm up to the sky, reaching up however high. And then taking that arm and weaving it underneath, pressing the elbow down to the shoulder. Maybe that back arm reaches up above the head. Maybe we keep it down by our face, or maybe we wrap it around the back, opening up toward the back. Whatever we do, we're breathing deeply into the length of this arm. Your right arm, all the way up to the pinkies, down the shoulder. Breathing across the back. Take one more deep breath in and out. Bring that back hand back down by the face. Brace the core, the arm up to the sky. Find that twist and that reach. And come back down to tabletop. Let's let that front hand, your right hand, come down to the floor. Inhale, sweep up, twist to the back. And then we'll weave this back arm underneath. Press down, choose where you want that right arm to be. Up above the head, around the back of the waist. Move into that left arm, up to the pinky. Feel the breath lengthening the tricep, the deltoid. right hand back down by the fist. Unsweep the arm up to the sky. Find that reach, that twist, and then back to the maybe move here organically through your hips. Maybe circles, maybe figure eights to open up anything that we did not get down there. Side to side, forward and back. And then we'll bring ourselves up onto our knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Drop that left hand down, reach up to the sky, down to 6 and 12. Brace the core. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, right arm down. 12 and 6, find that reach. Inhale, right arm up. Again, exhale, left arm down. And this time, if you would like to find further extension and length, feel free to find more bend, bracing the core. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, down to the other side. Find that reach, or alternately, find more bending, bracing the core. Inhale, brace, come on up to center. Bring the arms down. Let's come up onto our feet, rising all the way up, back into our mountain pose. Take a couple of deep breaths. We'll go into our sun salutations. Find the softness in our knees. Find the length in the spine. Feel the good things. Coming to the top of our mat. Two more deep breaths. In and out. With this next inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale into forward fold. Bend those knees, let ourselves hang down. Inhale into our half lift, that number 7. Exhale, forward fold. Take that back leg back behind you into I'm going to start with a low lunge. You can also go down into kneeling lunge with torso lift, whatever arm options work for you. Bring those arms down. Let's come into our down dog. Lift that tailbone up, find the length in the spine. Inhale to plank, and of course, kneeling plank is another option. Brace the core. Exhale, lower down, just like we did before in the warm-up. Hover, come into baby cobra, or maybe we choose cobra, or up dog on the tops of the feet, bracing the core, pulling it in, or knees down, also still bracing the core, pushing down through those hands. Wherever you are, make your way back up to down dog. If you choose, back leg up to the sky, sweep it up for a single leg dog. And then sweep that back leg to the top of our mat, into the lunge of your choice. Maybe full crescent lunge, maybe any low lunge option, any arm option. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, sweeping those arms up to the sky and sitting back into that chair. Inhale, sweep up. Forward fold, moving to the other side. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Front leg goes back into your lunge. Your choice, whatever that choice is for you right now, could be different on each side. Down dog. Inhale to plank or kneeling plank. Brace the core. Keep those elbows in tight. Choose the option that works for you. Remember, it can be different every time. And work our way back to down dog. If you wish, front leg sweeps up to the sky in single leg dog, pressing through the feet, the fingers, and bringing it on forward to the lunge of your choice. Pressing through that back leg if you're up in this full crescent lunge, and step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, forward fold, reverse swan dive, sitting into that chair. Inhale, sweeping up, forward fold, half lift, forward fold. Our back leg sweeps back into the lunge of your choice. We come into down dog. You find that lift in the tailbone, long in the spine, and inhale to plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, go through your flow, choose your options, and then making our way back to down dog. Back leg to the sky, single leg dog. Find that reach. Sweep that back leg up to the top of the mat, lunging. Forward fold at the top. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Chair. Inhale, sweeping up. Forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold, front leg going back, finding your lunge. Whatever option again. Come to the down dog. Inhale, plank. Choose your flow with your options. Working our way back to down dog. Front leg, if you wish, to the sky, single leg dog. Sweep it on forward lunge. Lunge of your choice. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Nice soft knees, inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive into that chair. Sitting back, feel those quads. Maybe shake a little. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Back into our mountain. Take a moment to reset, to breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Feel the connection with the mind, the body. Adjust anything that you need to. Take a sip of water. All right, if you have that block, we're gonna put it on this side of the mat here, all ready to go if we need it, but it's there. We'll start in this direction here. Back into that mountain pose. Inhale, sweep it on up. Take the back leg behind us in a lunge. Arm options up to you. We're gonna bring this back leg up into a knee. I'll turn this way. Knee, sweep it around, a knee circle, press it back into a warrior three. So again, back knee, roll it around, knee circle, press it back into warrior three. This is where you might decide to use your block for a little extra support and stability. Unhinge, finding that balance. Big circle, press back, warrior three. Arms wherever you feel most comfortable, same for the balance. One more, knee up, circle round, push it back. Warrior three, nice and long in that torso, bracing the core. Bring it on up, and step back into warrior two. Step into warrior two. So we're stacking the hips underneath our rib cage and our shoulders. Shoulders facing forward, long in those arms, reaching out through the fingertips and turning at the neck to look over this left hand. Long in that back leg, pressing out. As we inhale, we're going to lengthen this front leg. Exhale, align knee and toe. Lunging forward, inhale up. Exhale, lunge forward, find that alignment. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And last one, inhale up and forward. This time, inhale and stay here with those legs both lengthened, press down through the floor. Brace the core, keep the arms parallel to the floor. Slide forward as far as we can and hold. Find that core working to keep us here. Drop that front hand down. Top hand up to the sky. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Choosing also to grab that block. Put it under this hand if you wish for a little extra stability. Pressing down, finding that lift up to the sky. Do what works for you. Feel the lift of this top hip to the sky, bracing through the core. Now, optional intensity moment. A couple options of where to do this. Really bracing the core, bringing those arms sideways, parallel to the floor. It can be very intense. So, option, just the top arm. And maybe keep that bottom arm pressed up against that leg or onto your block. Or bottom arm lifting up. Feel the intensity that works for you. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Brace that core. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Staying right there again. Press up against that imaginary piece of glass. Bending that front knee slightly. Coming back into our warrior two. Bending that front knee. Realigning ourselves in our pose. Flip this front hand up, palm up to the sky. Reach forward and arc back, our reverse warrior. Side bend, looking up to the sky to those fingers. Let this back shoulder drop down weightless. Hand either on the thigh or wrap it around the back of our waist. Breathe into this space between the rib cage and our hip. Deep breathing. Still bending through that front knee if you can. Finding depth in your breath. In and out. And bring ourselves back to warrior two. Let's bring our hands down onto our hips. Bring ourselves forward. Move those feet so they're a little bit pigeon-toed in, facing front. We're going to walk our hands and push our hips back behind us. Walk our hands down our legs. Maybe you would like to use a block here. Maybe the hands stay on the quads, on the shins, the ankles. Maybe the feet go out wider. Standing straddle, dropping all the way down, however far you would like to, letting that head hopefully relax. Upper body, feeling the gravity, opening up our inner thighs. Bring ourselves up onto those hands, or alternately on a block. Adding a twist here. So plant your right hand down to the floor. Inhale, twist up, reach up to the sky, Press that opposite heel down to the floor, and then drop down back to that starting point. Now that left hand is going to press down, right arm twists up, reach, pull those shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Switch again. And last time, switch again. Come back down to that standing straddle. Move the block back to the top of our mat, out of our way, if you have one. We're gonna walk ourselves forward to a low lunge. Maybe adjust how open the lunge is so the knee is over our ankle. Block or no block, we're going to twist again. Hand on the floor or on your block. Inhale, twist, bring up the waist. Feel free to drop that back knee down. Lift up, open up across the chest. Twisting toward the back, reaching up to the sky. If you're on the ball of the foot, press down through that heel, lengthening out the leg, dropping the hips down just a tad more. And bringing this back hand down, low lunge. Bring that block, if it's not already there, to the inside of the foot. Step that, or turn the back foot open to a 45-degree. Brace to the core and lift up. Warrior two for shoulders straight ahead, square. Bend through the front knee. Maybe choose prayer. Maybe choose cactus. Maybe choose up to the sky. Brace the core. Press to that long leg in the back. Inhale, a flying lunge forward. So long that back leg, hinge the torso forward, sweep the arms back behind us. Inhale, bringing our torso back up. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale back to the sky. Hands down onto our hips. That back foot, let's keep it at that same 45-degree angle, but bring it in halfway from where it was in front. Lengthen that front leg, bring the hips and the shoulders square in front of us as we hinge and come over those hips, walking our hands down, finding our block. If no block, hands on the shins or maybe even the quads. Try to lengthen the torso parallel to the floor. Pull the shoulders up and back into our pockets. Press through both of these legs. If you have that block, you can use it to press down. If you have two blocks, maybe one on either side of the foot. Lifting the tailbone, tilting it up to the sky, bracing the core, breathing into our tight spots. That front hamstring, the back of the front leg is going to feel the most, where we want to feel the most. Feel both legs trying to evenly press down into our mat, finding length and breath. Option to turn the block up to the height that you need, or walk the hands up, or slightly bend that front knee. Taking this opportunity to breathe and lengthen into our tight spots. If you have that block, just place it up at the top of the mat so it's out of our way. Bend through the front knee, drop the hands down, and walk those feet back into a plank. A full plank, drawing the navel in, nice Let's drop down to our elbows, a dolphin plank. Press down through the elbows. Feel a little bit of a bridge across from shoulder to shoulder. And from here, we're gonna brace our core and lift up into dolphin. So try to find that head right in between those elbows. A good shoulder stretch. Safety on our mat, of course, but reach that tailbone up. Still bracing the core, move ourselves back forward to dolphin plank. Maybe press forward a little bit and then core lifting up, hips up. Dolphin. Back to dolphin plank. Dolphin. Dolphin plank. And dolphin. Let's bring ourselves back to dolphin plank. Come back up onto our hands. Find that lift there. And then the back leg, lifting up to the sky, single leg dog. Let's sweep that back leg up, coming into pigeon. So we're turning onto the outside of the leg, bringing ourselves down, keeping our hips the same distance from the mat. Your option to lower down as low as you want to go. We could have this block underneath our head. We could have the block under the back hip to keep ourselves square. Feel free to stay up on the hands. Folding over as far as you would like to go. Upper body melting down as we breathe. Notice if the glute on the extended leg, your right leg, notice if that is tensing up. See if we can loosen it up. Make any adjustments that you need to. Breathing deeply, still letting go, melting down. Take another deep breath in and out. And we'll start to bring ourselves up, hands under the shoulders. Move that block out of the way. If it's there, turn that toe under, lifting ourselves back up into down dog. All right, let's step to the top of our mat. Forward fold. Go ahead and roll it on up. Now I know I messed up when I did the knee circles, so it's gonna feel a little bit weird here, but I'm gonna face back in the front, maybe face the front with me, take the block to the other side, and we'll all be messed up together. So we're gonna take your right leg, take that big circle up and around, push back into your warrior three. Grab that block if you need it for extra stability. Bring ourselves up, knee, circle round, push it back, warrior three. Bring it on up, knee up, circle round, push it back, warrior three. Push that back leg through the heel. And one more time, knee circle, push back, warrior three. Let's come back down, bring both legs to the floor. We're gonna face this way. We're gonna take this left leg, front leg, push it back, open it up into warrior two. So now we're all in the same place, warrior two. Find that length through the hips, the shoulders, all the way up. Find the length in the arms through the fingertips and turn over the neck to look over that right hand. As we inhale, lengthen that front leg. Exhale, align knee and toe, lunge down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and this last one. Find the length and keep it there, both legs long. Keep the bottom half exactly where it is. Arms find parallel to the floor and slide it on forward. Hold. Feel that core working. And then drop that right hand down. Find that block if we need it. And opposite hand up to the sky, pressing up against that imaginary piece of glass, opening up across the chest. Maybe a little lift of that left hip. Now, of course, feel free to stay right here. That optional intensity is optional. One hand or both hands. Inhale, find that reach. One or both hands. Exhale, back up to center. Inhale, length. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, brace. Exhale, up. Bend through that front knee gently. Come back up into warrior two. Flip that right palm up, that front palm. Reach forward and arc back. Reverse warrior. Let that back shoulder drop down, weightless hand on your thigh or wrapped around the back of the waist. Find the breath. Breathing into the hip, between the hip and the rib cage, looking up to the sky, that glorious sky. Settle into that breath. And come back to warrior two. Let's put those hands on our hips and we'll turn those feet slightly inward, pigeon-toed. Walking ourselves down, pushing our hips back, grabbing the block if you'd like it underneath you to open up those inner thighs again. Maybe not quite so long, but let ourselves drop down. Safety on the mat. Breathing. Opening up those inner thighs. One more deep breath in and out here. Place those hands back down onto our mat or on a block. Press down through the left arm first and twist up to the right, reaching up to the sky. Switch. Switch. And switch one more time. Bring that arm back down to center. Heel toe just a little bit. We're going to turn ourselves back to this side of the mat. Bring our block up with us. Feel free to drop that knee down. We'll add a little twist here. Use the block underneath this front hand or not. This is also good too. When you're ready, we're going to open up and twist to the back, pushing through that heel if you're on your toe or dropping the knee down to the floor. Bring out the waist and breathe. Feel the hips dropping down just a slight bit more, opening up along the neck. Let's bring this arm back down into this low lunge. Holding it right there, feeling that nice stretch. Okay, let's sweep this back leg up to the sky, single leg dog, and then into a plank. From this regular plank, we will come down into the dolphin plank. Down onto the elbows, pressing down, a little bit of a rise across the shoulders, long in the spine. We want to have the gaze sort of at our thumbs and avoid dropping the head down. So find that length in the spine, brace the core, and then really brace to lift the hips up into dolphin, pressing down through those elbows, a little bit in those forearms. Feel that tailbone lifting up. Come back into dolphin plank. Reach the crown of the head forward, and then lift up, brace that core, lifting, dolphin, dolphin plank, dolphin, dolphin plank, just moving fluidly, dolphin, and dolphin plank. Let's come back up onto those hands, regular plank. Let's sweep the back leg up to the sky, single leg dog. Let's sweep it on forward, back to that low lunge. Turn the back foot out to a 45. Block if you would like it on the inside of the front leg or one block on either side. Brace the core, lift ourselves up. Warrior one, shoulders forward, press that back leg all the way out to the outside edge of our foot. Bracing our core, feeling the strength in our stillness. Lower half again, stays right where it is. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Flying lunge, reaching down, lengthening the torso, bring those arms down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge, brace that core. Inhale, sweep up. Brace, flying lunge. Inhale up. And one more flying lunge. Inhale up. Hands onto our hips. Back leg stays at that 45 degrees. Breathe in halfway from where it is. Lengthen that front leg. Shoulders back and down. Brace the core. Hinge from the hips. Walking those hands down. Coming into that pyramid pose. Use the block at any height that you would like. Or hands onto our shin or our quad. Shoulders up and back. Long in the spine. Right across the neck from the crown of the head. Parallel to the floor. Try to press down through both of those feet as evenly as you can. Find that tailbone lifting, tilting, more length in the back of the front leg, hamstring. Breathe into that length. Take your time to breathe into the length. Two more deep breaths, in and out. Still bracing the core. Now bending through that front leg. Put that block up at the top, hands down, step back into our plank, lift up into down dog. Take that back leg up to the sky, single leg dog. Find that reach, that length from toes through fingers, bracing our core, and then gently sweeping that leg back to the top, coming into pigeon. So bring it on forward, settle ourselves down, hips and shoulders the same distance from our mat. Choose how high you would like to be, maybe on the hands, maybe on the elbows, maybe use that block under the head or under that back hip to keep ourselves square. Breathe as we melt down. Finding ourselves gelling out those hips, glutes. Breathing heaviness, melting. Adjustments settling in, opening up this hip. Take 2 more deep breaths in and out. Slowly lifting ourselves up from where we are. Hands down and shoulder width apart. Turn that back toe under. Brace the core. Lift up into down dog. Find that nice stretch into our down dog. Bend those knees as much as you would like to. And walk the feet forward into our egg pose. So feet as wide as you would like them to be. Bend at the knees. Let the hips drop down to the heels. Let the chin fall forward. Let the arms fall forward and wrap around our knees. Rounding our spine. Lifting our heads up. Let's come down onto our back, bringing the knees into our chest, squeezing in, gently rolling around here. Nice little massage underneath us. Maybe make some circles. Let's pull the front knee in, extend the back leg down, anchor through that heel, lengthen that leg, toes to the sky. Open up the chest, shoulders drawn down toward the mat. Release this knee and twist it to the back. Tee out that front arm. Use the core to bring the knee back up to the chest. Switch sides. Squeeze this back knee in. Anchor the front heel down. Lengthen the leg. Feel the shoulders drawing down toward the earth. Nice big squeeze. Release that tension and let's twist. Bring that knee to the front, turn the head to the back. Use the core to bring the knee up, both knees into the chest, readjusting our hips, our shoulders. Let's drop those feet down to the floor. Take them wide to the width of the mat. Bring those arms and tee them out. Brace the core as we do our windshield wipers from one side to the other. Anchoring those shoulders down as we move from one side to the other. Feel free to be more active as we press that knee down, or be passive and let gravity do the work. Using that core to move from side to side. And then lastly, we'll extend the legs down. Bring the arms up. Inhale, first stretch of the day, either point the toes or flex the feet. Inhale, Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release and relax. Inhale, lengthen toes or heels. Exhale, relax. Let me invite you to set up for your final resting pose for Savasana. Feel free to use the block, maybe underneath the hips or underneath your back for a chest or heart opener. Feel free to bring the soles of the feet together for a cobbler's pose. Being on our side or seated is also a great option. So as we close our eyes, breathe, sink ourselves deeply. With every exhale, a little bit more meltiness into our mat. Smoothing out our brow, softness around our eyelids, around the bridge of the nose, the cheekbones, and the jawline. Feeling the base of the neck and the shoulders dropping down, letting our arms, our wrists, and our fingers relax. Opening up our heart as we breathe, softening our core. Heaviness in our hips and our legs, our kneecaps, our shins, our calves, ankles, and toes. Releasing any thoughts remaining in our minds, finding that conscious state of rest. Take a moment to start wiggling through our fingers, through our toes. If you're lying down, maybe bring the knees into the chest and roll around a little side to side. Maybe slowly making our way up to be seated in whatever fashion suits you. And with our next breath, we'll open our eyes, sweep the arms out to the side, reach out past our fingertips, reach up to the sky, bring those hands together, and exhale slowly to heart center, taking a moment to reflect on your practice, reflect on the happiness in our lives. Thank you for joining me in the yard today for yoga. Until next time.